All right, so we live, folks. TK, I think you're on mute here, but we good to go. First thing I want to do, though, is welcome everybody, Tava Nation, who's logging in for this holiday weekend, July 4th weekend. Sometimes I get it all mixed up because, it's always every weekend is a holiday for me. So, but it's a holiday for everybody now. So stay excited over the weekend. And remember that even though it's a holiday, you still have a business. Even though it's a holiday, you still can talk to people and share your business. That's one thing I found out about people, that sometimes on the weekend we act like a traditional job, like we just shut it down. No, holidays, weekends, we still should be talking to people. So I'm Tony Fleming. I'm the VP of Sales, and it's time to really, really kick this thing off. If you had a bad month last month, don't worry about it. If you had a good month last month, keep the momentum going, because what we're going to do today is talk to you about some retail stuff we got the retail queen, the retail expert, the retail person on with us today. And we're going to talk to you about some of that also, or a lot of that is going to be our conversation today is on retail. And I'm going to bring up the queen in a second. She's still sitting here. Y'all see her. Y'all see the queen, but I need to do a couple of things first. I want to talk a little bit about the convention, the conference coming up in Dallas. So I think we got a flyer for that, the ARC Award that's coming up. I think we have a flyer for that, right? Is there a flyer over there? There it is. Okay, so it's only $139 right now, folks. It's only $139. So you want to get registered for that. I don't know how long it's going to stay $139. And I thought it was going to change last week. And if y'all playing around with this, you don't want to play around with it. You want to go and try to get it right now and go order your tickets. And like we did last week, if you order today, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat and say, look, I got my ticket to the conference that's coming up in October with Tava. This is our third year conference. Man, it's going to be excited. It's going to be exciting. We're working on a lot of stuff. The company's been working on it for the last 5 months. No, I say the last 3.5 to 4 months. So we got some stuff that's going to be exciting for the conference. So get registered and drop it down in the chat if you get registered while we're actually on training today. Also, I'm doing something here in Atlanta with Tequila McKeever. I'm going to keep calling her McKeever. But Tequila McKeever called me about 2 months ago, and she said, Tony, let's go walk Stone Mountain with the team. I said, Tequila, I've done Stone Mountain twice. The team can't go up Stone Mountain. They gonna die on the mountain. I said, is there somebody you tried to take out that you want to knock, have them fall out on the mountain? Because I know how that mountain is, and I don't want to start there. So I said, let's do this. Let's start at Kennesaw Mountain. Now, Kennesaw Mountain gives you two options. You can climb or you can walk up the mountain. You can take a climb, which I've done both. The climb is a little bit more dirtier, but it's a climb. Or you can walk up the mountain, which is almost like a climb too. So this is something that, I just threw together because Tequila McKeever called me and said it. So really, it's her idea. It's not a company event. It's not a corporate event. It's just something that we decided to do on July 16th. If you're in Atlanta, it's going to be at Kennesaw Mountain at 7:00 a.m. that morning, that Saturday morning. We're going to get up there before the sun comes. Well, the sun's going to be up, but before it gets too hot at 7 a.m. So get your Tava gear. Order your Tava gear now. If you don't have any Tava gear, you want to order it now. If you do have some Tava gear, just have it ready for July 16th. I'm gonna put the flyer out on Tava Lifestyle and in the Atlanta area. You don't have to come from any other places. I know some people say, I'm gonna come from. No, you ain't gotta do all that. You just watch us. We'll film it and we'll show you what we did. So all right, so now let's bring up Miss TKay Walker, the triple diamond in the company, who is also a retail queen and a retail expert. Let's split the screen so we can talk. You want to have us both on there? There you go. There you go. All right, you're looking like you don't hear me. Can you hear me, TKay?
I can hear you well, Mr. Fleming.
Okay. All right, good. So how you doing this morning?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. And yourself?
Good. I see your beautiful home there. You sitting is that one of your beautiful homes? Like that's, I know you got a few of them, right?
Yeah, it's one of my beautiful homes.
Okay.
Don't be telling nobody about the other beautiful
I can't
homes.
tell you about the rest of them. Yeah, you're right. Okay. You're right. I can't tell you about those. So I kind of slipped and let everybody else know, but I know.
You tapping into my other streams of income.
Hush. I know. But look, I got some questions I want to ask you this morning on retail. And before we get started, though, Coach, so this is not the first question. I'm going to throw this in as a bonus for people. I want you to tell us 2 ways to get to supervisor. Since we're running this 120 supervisors in 90 days or something like that, or 100 days, we're going to hit 120 supervisors. I need you to tell us 2 ways. The first way is retail. And the second way, if you're building a team, how do you get to supervisor?
To be honest, it's one and the same. Okay. So in order to get to the supervisors, you have to, let's say, build your buying, right? Because you can't be a supervisor without a right and a left, right? Okay. You got to be binary qualified. So the first thing that I would say is get your person on the left, get your person on the right. Okay, follow me with this, guys, because I shared this the other night with Milton's team. If you get one person on the left and one person on the right, you qualify for your 2. Okay, so you're binary qualified. If you stop and help the person on the left get binary qualified and the person on the right get binary qualified, now you have 3 people in your binary, right? Okay. At that point, if everybody is on that 120 smart ship, that's already 360 points on the right and left on the first, second, and third of the month. All it takes is when you went and got binary qualified, help another person got binary qualified. If that next person in your third level gets somebody to get binary qualified, that's it. You have 500 on both sides. So you don't need a lot of people to win. You just need the right people with the right mindset. A lot of people think it's really hard to be supervisor over here. So hopefully today you'll get the blueprint of, listen, let's start, reset, get binary qualified, or if you already have 2 active person on your left and right? Make sure that those people have active people on their left and right. And then another person, when everybody set their smart ship to 120 points, because you already thinking that you're going to the top of the company. I tell people all the time, Mr. Fleming, it makes no sense to have one product on smart ship. 40 points, you'll end up missing your money, right? So you really do need to have your 120, set it and forget it. And then we're here to actually help you. Like you said, retail to supervisor is this. If everybody has their smart ship on the first, second,
well, wait a minute. Let's go back to what you just said. Now, are you saying what position they should come in at? I mean, because you were talking about the auto ship for the next month, but what about the beginning month? Or did you say that?
Yeah. So when if I'm a new distributor right now, if I came in and I'm trying to go supervisor, or even an old person, you my sponsor, Mr. Fleming. You tell me, come on, let's lunch.
2 people.
You need 2 people, okay?
Right. But what about?
I go get Christian and Shelly, left and right. Okay, I'm gonna have a conversation with Shelly and Christian at the same time to say, let's create this. Go and get your 2 people. You need to get binary qualified. You need to unlock the pay, right? Once they get those 2 people, the day that they enroll them, they help them to understand the importance of smart ship being on 120. So within a week's time, you already a supervisor. If you go and get binary qualified, that's your first level. Then they go get binary qualified, that's your second level. And when the second level get binary qualified, you have enough points on your left and right at 120 to be a supervisor.
Okay. So what about retail? If you don't, all you do.
So to retail your way to supervisor is, I know that sometimes, so it's one and the same, because when you put people on smart ship, they know that they have to spend money to stay active. So we avoid that by pre-selling the product. So my favorite product is the Valet 30. If everybody is on 3-4 bottles of Valet 30 for the first, second, and third, then on the 20 7th, 28th, 29th, and 30th of the month, they are getting customers. So your customer is paying for your activation, your 120 Smart Ship, your Wealth Builder activation 120 club. Okay, not you, not out of your checks. You should start getting 3 people before Tava take it out of your pay to actually buy a bottle of LA. And the reason why I chose this product is because it's consumable. For all ages. It's something that everybody needs. Everybody may not drink coffee, everybody may not detox, and everybody may not pop a flare, but I know that everybody in our communities, and this is the plus, that even if you don't sell all 3, if you sell 2, that extra one is for yourself. You're still gonna need it. You're gonna need this product for yourself. So 120 Smart Ship is the quickest way to get yourself to a supervisor, and you can actually do that, and everybody can start off the month as a supervisor. If you go and get binary qualified, help those 2 people get binary qualified, and then help your 3rd level get binary qualified.
All right, let's start with my questions I have for you. These are things I went in deep thought. When I found out that I was going to have the retail queen on, I said, I need to go somewhere in silence, sit still, and think of these questions to ask you. So don't take this lightly. All right, here we go.
All right.
Now, how important is retail? And what do you feel it serves as a purpose? What's the purpose for it, and how important is it?
Well, we're in direct sales. That means you're selling something. If you look at direct sales compensation plans, you have products. Why is retail the first way to get paid and not the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th? Because it is a component of the compensation plan that you don't have to make excuses for. You need yourself, your hustle, and your own grind. So if you put yourself in a position to know your value, and see, that's where I know where people are trying or not. In direct sales, retail is so important because it is my right now money. Like, I don't have to wait for my commission check to upload Friday. I have to set personal goals, and let the truth be told, when COVID hit, Mr. Fleming, that was the best season of my network marketing career because we couldn't go anywhere. Every single check that I had, whether it was 20,000, 30,000, 10,000, 15,000, it went straight to the bank. I was able to utilize the retail component to live the lifestyle where, I set a goal to make $200 a day minimum. That's $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. Well, how do you do that? Social media. Everybody was sitting at home during that time, and so I was able to build a solid customer base. It was my foundation of my business because it was a transaction. It was a energy. It was me putting my customer service out there to let them know that these products really work. Building relationships as well. So through the retail component, you actually can recruit, because once you sell them life, that's what I say. Think about the people who have IBS or been bloated. We're not making medical claims, but people who have been trying to lose weight with other different things, and you able to give them the grab pack or power pack. You gave them a sense of life. That person who's been down and out and they pop a flare and they feel like they can go all day, the CBD coffee, the liquid vitamin that grows hair, guess what? You're giving people life. So once you build up on that relationship, and that's the thing, we got to learn to really follow up. Because a lot of you are missing business partners that you have sold products to because you're not following up. You're waiting for them to come back to you, and that's not how it works.
So let me ask you this. What do you say, or what's the difference in this person, or why does this person, now this is still part of the first question, but why is this person or do you have people that strictly retail? They don't want to build a group, or they can't build a group. If you have that, tell me why. Because I think your first 4 or 5 years, that's all you did was retail. You didn't build a team. Why is that?
Because I put you and the hustle and the eye on the ground. It was the amount of money that I was able to contribute to my own lifestyle. There were no complaints. When you see a customer and meet them in the parking lot, it's a happy transaction. I thought that if I build a team, you got people complaining, nagging, get discouraged, they fall off. So it wasn't a steady income. And I'm all about being able to live a lifestyle where I have a solid foundation and a stable income so I can go and do the things that I wanted to do. When you're able to retail, you can really gauge what's coming in and what's going out. Sometimes in that binary, it's up and down, up and down. It's still a great thing. But when you put your own efforts into something like building a customer base, it's always going to be revolving money. Listen to me. The revolving money is what's gonna really help you to get along, to be able to build that residual. I built a solid base of women, like you said, that love the retail. That's why my volume is the way it is, because think about it. Everybody may not be able to recruit, but I always say this: if you can teach someone how to make that $250 a week, $300 a week, $500 a week, they're not going anywhere. We have a package where it's 360 counts, right? That's 250, 150 points. If you sell 5 for 25, that's $300 in one bag. That's $900 a week. That one person contributed 150 points in the binary. They made a profit of $600 that week, $2,400 a month. They good. Because a lot of people, especially right now, they want to pay their light bill, water bill, car notes, be able to pay something on rent without waiting for a check. So I enable a lot of my business partners. It's not for everybody, but a lot of women that come to my team, or people that come to my team, is because they want the money. They want to see $50 a day, $100 a day. They want to see the cash out popping, the Zelle going as they're building a team.
Okay. Now, second question: How do you get new customers?
Oh, I love that. I love that question. That's a good customer. Good question. So we utilize the stories on Facebook. We utilize the social media. It's two parts to that. One, my customer service. I think I have great customer service with my customers, so they refer me to other people. They like, go find TKay. They ask, like, because I make them feel good about using the products, follow up. I get them extra goodies. Maybe they order a 30-pack, 30 count of tea, and I give them some sample flavors or a coffee, extra coffee. Well, I introduced them to a new product, first of all. So that person who used to send me $65, $75, now sends me $100, $150. Okay. And they refer me to other people. Now, I'm the queen of peekaboo. So I don't go on my business partner's friend list or none of their pages. I go to the customer that just sent me a cash out, and I scroll through her page. See what kind of content she have on her Facebook page. Is she engaging every day, right? And then
wait. I'm still trying to see, what is peekaboo?
Well, so you know how you have those people.
You on mute.
Oh,
okay.
You know how those people who never engage on your page, okay? So you're opening up, so your customer came from your warm market, okay? They came from your warm market. So we know that our warm market gets familiar with us. So really, to keep getting that revolving money, you got to tap into your cold market. So let's say, for instance, who's on here right now? Tima, okay? So Tima is my customer, and she just ordered a power pack. I'm going to go and scroll on Tima's page and just peek at some of her engagement. Does she go to the gym? What's her background? How many kids she have? Did she just take a girls trip? What her girlfriends look like? Does she like to go out to the club? Does she post about entrepreneurship? So it's peekaboo. I'm peeking her. So now I'm gonna start liking stuff on her page, because now it's gonna make her pay attention. Oh my God, TKay just liked something on my page. So now I have her attention. She's gonna start paying attention to my content from that point. So I go in, the people who purchase from me, I go and tap into their friends list.
Got you. So I'm gonna call it peekaboo marketing. That's what you do. You're the queen of peekaboo marketing. All right. Okay. So I hope everybody heard that. Look, and also, look, y'all gonna have to go back and watch this video to get everything. She said a lot, and I promise you, when you hear it the first time or the second time, it goes right past you. It's just like a lyrical song that you go back and listen to. Then you hear something on the 3rd or 4th or 5th. I think Zig Ziglar said you had to hear something 16 times almost. She knows it because she's been doing it. Some of y'all missed what she just said. So please, go back and focus on your own business. This is your business. While you're getting ready to watch whatever, go back and watch this video because she just gave 2 good quick points and she's about to give some more because I got some more good questions for you. All right, now, what activities are done when you're doing retail? What activities are done?
Let's see. Many activities. So what I like to do is to keep the customers coming back and gauging how much product I need. I have follow-up Sundays. Sundays, you heard it before, is the day where everybody is typically in chill mode. Okay. They at home, they rested for the weekend, they got to go to work Monday. So that's a good, and they go to church. So, after you done heard the word of the Lord, you kind of in good spirit. So it's hard to hit somebody up and they be negative on a Sunday. So that's my point, right? And so since it's a Sunday, I'm able to reach out to that person who cashed out me the week before. And that's how I utilize my sales. I don't use a sales sheet. I can go back to May the 21st and see who cashed out me, who Zelled me. And I can say, hey, it's been a little over a month since you had your Valentine. How's it going? Do you need any more products? And they'll say, I was just thinking about you and I forgot to cash up you. They'll tell you that they really love the product. So you get those recurring customers, those people who really love the products, who will forever stay with that particular product just by simply following up and checking on them and seeing how their progress are. Stories. JD was the one who tapped into that when COVID just happened. When you're able to post your 5 for 25 with your cash out, they may not know you, but you gave them enough information where they'll just go ahead and send you the money and send you the address. Be very vocal. Put before and after pictures. I go to the, you want to be transparent. I go to the gym on purpose to prospect. Park money. That's what I call it. When you go to the park, anybody that has a city park, try this today. You got to park around the corner. They're not there for no reason. You may have a mom there playing with the kids, but you have some guys or some women who's actually walking around that need the flair. So tap into places where a particular product is used, right? Park money, neighborhood money. When the last time you really just went door to door in your neighborhood and put your flyers up under there? I utilize business trip. When I go to hotel, if I'm on the 12th floor, everybody on the 12th floor has my flyer up under their door when they wake up that morning. I'm not playing. You laughing, but I'm not playing. Just like they slip you your bill up under that. Don't they slip you your bill in the morning? Well, TKay business card just went up under there too. You
never got any complaints on that?
No. Why?
I would think that maybe some people in the hotel would go to the counter and say, look, they trying to sell me something.
Yeah, well, somebody can try to sell you something, but if a manager ever call me, I'm gonna ask them, well, what's your name on Facebook? You might need some products too, so I'm just gonna flip it around.
Okay, all right. So now let me ask you this, and you rarely talk about this a lot, but I think it's true. You have like 2 degrees, right? College degree. What do you have?
Psychology.
And the other one is
in business administration.
Okay, and one of them a master's, right?
No, I don't have a master's.
Okay, it's just 2. Okay, so now, why would you do this? I mean, what made you do this? What did you go to a meeting? Somebody? I'm talking about this type industry. What made you join?
So that's a touchy subject because my mom always got down on me about having college degrees and going to school to further education. I think I was really lost in my education because I even went back to school for nursing, and I got to the 4th level and something happened in my marriage and I did not finish, and I ended up here in Houston. And so, went to college, pledged, and people think that, you get a degree, you got it going on. You could go into corporate America, which I did, right? But it wasn't enough. It just went, and I had to learn. I look back now, it's because sometimes when we get good jobs, we live beyond our means. We press it. We like, oh, they paying us this salary, this much. I'm going to get this house. I'm going to get this car. Knowing darn well we need to pull back. So how did I get in direct sales? True story. I was working a job and I was trying to prove to people that don't mean anything to me that I was gonna make it. Okay. I had these 2 little girls, and somebody came up to me and said, did I want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Now, that's how I got the whole slogan, send your stomach in the lap, because I was getting depressed about my situation, knowing that I was drowning, barely being able to pay my bills, that my stomach started getting, y'all ladies know, like, your weight goes straight to your belly. I was a thin girl, but I looked pregnant. I had to put those photos up this week so to prove to y'all I was going to my corporate America job thinking I was cute, and the whole time I was looking 3-4 months pregnant. I was thin, but my stomach looked like I was actually pregnant. So yes, when they show me the opportunity, you know how everybody do, they always show you this lifestyle, what you possibly can have. And I believed it automatically. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this because that's what I want for me and my girls. So I took some of my rent money, invested $500. And when I invested the $500, I got a whole bunch of tea, nothing but tea in that particular company. Well, I got like that part of network marketing, when you join somebody and they don't follow up or don't help you. I experienced that. It was like I was just what you call it? What's the second way to get paid?
Would you get bonuses? That's
the bonus.
Okay.
They just wanted a fast start bonus.
I got you. Okay.
I guess I didn't have the look. I didn't have the following. You know, I was just this single mom in the city with these 2 girls, and they looked at me like that. But inside of me, I was a fighter. So because I didn't have the help, I went to help myself. I was determined to say, oh, heck no. I know y'all didn't sign me up for my $500, and I needed that for rent. And y'all think y'all finna leave me out here in the wind. I went and started getting gallons of the water and fixing them and started selling them on the side of the road, started taking them barbershop. And once I got a piece of that, that made me not, because of how I was treated, that made me not want to build a team. To answer your question.
Well, let me ask you this though. But before that, up to that point, before that person told you 5 pounds in 5 days, had you ever sold anything before?
Never.
You had never sold anything?
Never been in a business, never heard of network marketing, never thought about it. I mean, come on.
What about Girl Scout cookies? You never?
I never was in Girl Scouts. Okay. I ate Girl Scout cookies, but I never was introduced. And that's the thing. That was the commonality of my mindset. I did not grow up around Bentleys and Rolls Royces and people with pools and big homes and everything. In the community from which I came from, if you was a teacher, you was the If you was a nurse, if your girlfriend or wife was a nurse or a teacher, you had it going on.
Right.
That's it. That's all you had to be. So for people to think you rich. And so when I came out here and I expanded first of all, it was a great thing that I expanded my daughter's horizon. Both of them are fluent in Spanish. Okay. So it was funny how they took the Spanish, and they can go into any store with me, somebody speaking Spanish, they tell me what that person said. And just different environments that I was able to put them in because I took that leap of faith. And network marketing truly opened some doors and built some relationships that I wouldn't have if I stayed stuck or if I was in corporate America. Because anybody know that if you're in corporate America, you work with the same people every single day. It's the same environment. Nothing changes. You go get the same paycheck the second Thursday. You got the same boss. You got the same students. You got the same culture. Network marketing helps you to get in different environments. You're not gonna, when you go to a team meeting in New Jersey, it's not gonna be the same in Philly. The culture in Philly is not the same in California. So you're able to get out a lot and meet new people all the time.
Okay, cool. So you never sold before, but you started off, they made you an orphan because they disappeared on you. And so you just started hustling yourself, saying, I got to get my 500 back and I got to go make some money. Before I move to the next question, quick question. How far were you in it before you decided that you wanted to do this full time? Before you decided, I don't want to, because everybody doesn't decide, it's probably 85% of people keep their job. But what point did you say, I don't want to work no more, I just want to do this?
Okay, February 2015, I joined the company. I finally got my products in May. They had a style on the team May. By September, I walked out of my job.
Was that a plan? I mean, was that a plan? You said, I'm gonna hustle, or you just...
No, what was happening was I had a real job. Y'all follow me on this. I had a real job. But every Friday night, me and the girls I have videos, me and the girls would go to Walmart and get all the water, and Saturday sell it. Okay. So if you have 30, 40 gallons of tea at $25 a pop, I was making more on a Saturday in 3 hours than I was for the whole week at that job. I need y'all to follow me. But I was still in catch-up mode, because when you are in debt, when you're behind on your bills, you can't just get your first $800, $1,000 from selling products and think you done made it. So it was a process. It was all of May, June, July, August of me getting every single weekend, going to the barbershop, standing outside on the side of the road, making that extra $800 or $1,000, right? I was bringing in at that time $4,000 a month, just working my business 1 day a week. Okay, that was more than what I was bringing in from my corporate job. September, this is a true story. This is what happened. I was sitting at my job, and a lady texted me at 10:30 that morning, and she said, "Hey, I need such and such and such and such product." It was about $230 something that she wanted to give me. And I remember I was like, "Oh, I got to pay my light bill. Other things got to happen." Now, what I learned about customers, if they're ready to buy products, if you tell them, "Well, can you do it tomorrow or the next day?" they're going to go and spend that money on something else. Mm-hmm. So I knew I had to make a decision. She said, me and my sister are about to catch a flight. We got to go to Atlanta. I want to take these products with me. So I knew I think it was God that pushed me, because at that moment, Tony, I had products in my trunk. I was at job, but I was the queen of pop trunk. Okay. I had a lot of products. I kept products with me wherever I went. And so I told her to meet me at Subway. I got up out of the chair at work, went to Subway, got my $230. I came back. I didn't have no job.
Oh, okay. I got you. That kind of happened to me before too. But I went to New York for like 2.5 weeks and didn't call them. When I showed back up at my job, they say, so I got you.
But it got gooder. I can say this. Give me 2 seconds. It got gooder. So when that happened, I didn't have no choice but to win. I don't have a job. I wasn't looking for interviews. And that's when I made an ultimate sacrifice. Some of the people who have followed me. So that happened at the end of September. The first week in October, I let my girls go back to Louisiana. I said, I need time for me, because I knew that I couldn't focus on the business, and I was already behind on just life. I felt like I couldn't be the best mother that I needed to be. Mm-hmm. That's when God spoke to me, and he gave me the barbershop and the nail shop I did. Within a month's time, month and a half, I had about 6 or 7 nail shops. I was bringing in $20,000 a month. I went and got my babies and brought them back.
Wow.
And my life changed.
Wow.
Yeah. True story. I sacrificed and let my girls go back to Louisiana temporarily with my mom and their father's mom. That's a whole new story. But in that, I focused on me, because I knew that I can, if I was going to struggle, I can just struggle. I can really get up in the morning, hit the nail shops, hit the barber shops, go to the banks. I had the products, and I did that. I did that strategically. When that system started rolling with dropping off the products, and I went and got my babies. I was rolling in $20,000 a month just by myself, no team.
Wow. That's hustling now. So let me get to the rest of my questions here. So how do you set your retail goals? Like, do you do them every week, every month, or do you do how do you do that?
Oh, so I had to set my retail goals. I have them now because I want to be able to live off of my retail. I know that's crazy and that's not for everybody. But say, for instance, anybody have a calculator? Let's see. And that's how I was able to save multiple 6 figures in my account. You already know that ain't no joke. Like, I done made this much income in Tava, but I have been able to save multiple six figures, like actually in a bank account. So what I would actually do, if everybody want to go to that calculator, let's say that you're making $2,500 a month at your job, but you know that in order for you to be comfortable and not struggle, you need $3,000 a month from Tava. Say that's what you want. You got to realize that everybody is not here to be rich. Everybody wants to come and chase, but let's just take it one step at a time. Let's be reasonable. That's how I had to start. Okay, I had to be realistic, not reasonable, but realistic with what I needed, so I wouldn't have to suffer and struggle, borrow. Okay, so say for instance, if you needed $3,000 a month in Tava, anybody need that much? Y'all put money bags. Put some money bags if you want $3,000 minimum. Okay, let's just say that. So I would divide it by 4. That's $750 a week. Okay, that I need to make. Then I would divide it by 5, not 7 days. That's $150 in retail per day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday, I need $150 going through my Cash App, my Zelle, or something. What if you have a good $400 a day? You are already there. So even if the other 2 days you didn't make a lot of money, you met you got your retail goals. So if y'all don't learn anything about retail right now, just go in and say, hey, $2,000 a month would just give me some sense of freedom. You divide it by 4. That's $500 a week. That means and then when you divide that by 5, you need $100 a day. That's 4 customers doing a 5 for 25, and you winning. You got that 2,000. But see, some of y'all will make it and y'all go play with it. You will go buy this and stuff. I didn't do that. Okay, I go make sure I put my money where I need it to be. I got the products I needed so I can make a profit, so I can get some points, put it back in the back office, and keep it moving.
So you were running a real business. You know, you treated it like a real business. A lot of people, especially if you're doing it part-time, you got a job, you play with that money, and you shouldn't. You should treat that money as if you are full-time and operate that way, because, well, really, I think people doing that now because just the economy, you're going to have to do it. Before, you could kind of play with it. Now you can't. You got to treat that like a real business, or you're going to lose that money quickly.
Yeah, because when you see it, when I'm able to see that $700, $800, $900, $1,200, I'm able to divide up. Okay, I can pull my light bill out of
water
this.
bill,
I can pay my water bill out of this. And okay, I got those 3 bills over with. Okay, next week when I make it again, oh, this is my car insurance. Oh, this is what I need for Shay. This is what I need for Leah, if that makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah. So what's the best way to order products? And you know, as you building, do you place them somewhere? What's the best way to do that?
In my opinion, a lot of people can a la carte. Okay, you can get individual products because you want more points. But I want you to tap into my mind, because this is how I think. A lot of times when you a la carte, you're just simply getting the products that you need for your customers. So if you had 6 customers to order 2 valets and then somebody that orders some flare, you're probably going to go in and a la carte that and not get anything else, right? So that's how you see it. I'm just gonna, I just need 4 valets. I just need 2 bags of tea. You're gonna a la carte, okay? But when you are able to collect your money through your Cash App a couple days and buy a package, such as the $300 personal pack or business pack, you're able to get points. You're able to pull your products. You're able to make your own grab packs and power packs out of those larger packages. You're able to serve your customers, and you have products over left to be able to make a greater profit. So like if you order a personal pack and somebody only needed a grab pack, they paid you $100, but you still got coffee and flare left to retail. So you're making more money when you order in packages. Okay. You're saving money and making more money when you do the packages.
All right. I still got to go back to you. I'm interrupting my questions. These are kind of like a conscious interrupt here, and ask you about you, because, people need to know more about that. Tell me, at what point did you sell some product and you say, oh, I got this now. I can really make some money with this. Where were you? What day was it? And how much had you made that you said, man, I got this now?
it was my boldness and not being scared. I look back on my videos now, Tony, and I'll be like, oh my God. Like, I didn't have a filter because I had a strong why. I didn't care about what my teeth look like. I didn't care about what my hair looked like. I just wanted to speak to the people and say, get your stomach out of your lap. Hey, everybody needs to get healthy. Like I was in such a win mode for me. I had something to prove to me because of how that person treated me when I got in, left me alone. So I had to prove that I'm gonna make it regardless. Like, you're not gonna count me out. Like, that was like, my failure wasn't an option, because at this point I was like tired of being sick and tired. And when you get to a point that you really tired of being sick and tired, it's nothing that's gonna stop you from meeting your goals. And so it was just the feeling of me standing out there, sitting up at the barbershop, having people to come in, grabbing 2 gallons at a time. I was like, oh, this worked. Because when they left, because it was influence of another person. People may not like you, but because somebody else came and bought that gallon of tea, they came to the shop too. Right. It will be, say for instance, Shelly may post that, oh, I just got my tea from TKay. And then somebody else seeing the post and they start coming to the shop back to back to back. Or I would go live. They actually had live and show people where I were, and cars were passing by. I would intentionally sometimes set up a table outside where they had a truck stand. Mm-hmm. A barbecue where people were selling plates and doing different things. I would set up a table there because I'm like, if you finna eat all that, I know you need to detox.
I mean, you was thinking like a business-minded individual. You really was saying, I'm going to take this and I'm going to run with it. Did that person ever show back up, the one that left you hanging, when they started seeing you do
They well? Sure did.
Well, don't tell me more about it. All right. So what do you do to keep customers coming back or make them a repeat customer? How do you do that?
I said that earlier. I think I was trying to answer questions before I even knew you was going to ask that. It's my personal customer service. This is the difference.
I got you, yeah.
When you send them to the website, you leaving the relationship into the company's hand. So they go on your website, they put their information in, they put their card in themselves, and the company ships it out. Cool. You get the email, but how many of you really look at your email to follow up with that person and know who that person are once they go to your website? Me, I love them coming directly to me, having the products on hand, because when they come to me, I'm able to engage. I see the tracking. So I know that I mailed it out on Monday. They're going to get it on Wednesday. I'm able to text them the tracking, and then they love replying. They like a customer, when you have customer service and give them extra goodies, they will automatically go to the mailbox, take a picture, and show you that they got it. Girl, I got your package. Now how to use it. Or girl, I got to thank you for the extra goodies and things like that. So they remember the experience of how I packaged it and how they got that product. And then they just use it. I follow up with them and they come back and say, I need my Flair. I need my Ballet 30. I need my tea.
Okay. So you the most important thing with you is that you take care of your customers, and that's how they keep coming back.
Yes. I make short-term investments for a long-term profit. For example, if you buy this 30 tea, like I said, I may give you 2 coffees and a simple Flair. So I'm investing those products. I'm not giving them away. I use it as an investment, because when they try the coffee or the Flair, one of the products, they go come back and want to buy more of. Mm-hmm. So I upsell them. That's how I upsell my customers. Okay. They may start off with the 5 for $25, but pretty soon they'll be buying kits.
Gotcha. So what's your strategy? This is the last question too. What's your strategy for helping your team get that 120 smart ship? You kind of talked about it earlier when we first got started, but why don't you break down the real strategy on it? And look, I believe that a person should get 4 bottles, which is what, 160 points, I think. I don't know if you can get that in the beginning, but I know each month, if you order 4 bottles, that's 160 points and you sold them now. I know that's a little bit more cost, but you're getting them with 3 bottles on the smart ship. And how are you doing that? You're teaching them to sell it before they buy it?
Yeah, I seen somebody make a comment that said, "Don't eat your seed." Yes, you do. You sell that you sell the products to pay a bill. You don't sell all these products to put it right back in the back office. You don't do that. Like me, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I love my team so much that you need a light bill paid, gas bill, water bill paid. That's what that retail component is for. It takes different levels in leadership to make a certain amount of income where you can invest back and not miss it. I can afford to make somebody a diamond today. I can afford to put enough money back there to make somebody a double diamond today. But what I won't do is handicap somebody and then give them a title and they go up and then come back down. That's not fair to them. You can't even go and share your income for real because all of a sudden you was making $500-600 a week and then your checks done dropped down to $80. Take care of yourself. You can't help nobody else in this company until you help yourself. I'm a firm believer. I couldn't help nobody through retail or anything until I show my team. I don't tell them. I show them going into the barbershop, the nail shop. I write the scripts. I help them. I engage with them. I don't just say go do it. So I'm a firm believer that it's my responsibility. You know, CC or Stephanie make $300 or $400 today. I'm not going to tell them, well, you need to put it back in the back office for them points so you can hit supervisor, knowing that they got 3 or 4 kids, knowing that they like bill. Because if you're not taking the money out of your own bank account to make sure people bills are paid, then let them retail and let them focus on getting themselves together. Because if not, they gonna be depressed. And if they struggling, they can't be their best self. I mean, it's time out for fake smiles. It's time out for looking the part but not really having what it is that you desire. And so as it regards to this smartship and helping them to maintain their smartship, we simply pre-sell it. I let them know, hey, it's the 28th, 29th. Get you 3 customers, get you 4 customers. Let that money go straight to your bank account. So when Tava take it out, you're not struggling and stressing, that you are in alignment with the company's mission. And for all of us to be on this 120, be a part of the Wealth Builders Club, you know? And so because I firmly instill that into them, where they understand it's not coming out of child support check or government or once a month. You got to realize some people in this opportunity on fixed incomes as well. Whether you retire, no matter who you are, there's a reason why you came. Whether it's health reasons, right? Where you love the products, or a lot of us financial, right? And because of that, you got to be able to navigate, get yourself sturdy and strong in this opportunity so you can have and share your own story, pull out of your situation of being behind on rent, being evicted, not knowing how you're going to pay your car note, things you need for your kids. And then you'll be able to go out and really, with confidence, that's what it is, and self-esteem, help somebody else. Because there's no way you can share an opportunity like you want to share the opportunity if you know you behind in your bills, if you know that you're not, what you're doing, acting, and then they go find out that, yeah, okay, you can't even help me because you struggling. Or you go let the person that you brought into the business, you go end up letting them know that you're struggling because you're going to need to borrow money from them. So, you know, I'm a strong believer of being able to say, hey, get myself out of the way. And whatever else is extra, I invest it back in the back office and push other people up.
Wow. All right. So look, yeah. I got through my questions, and I see that you live in that life. You actually, you know, how they say it, you get it how you live. And so, you know, that's what everybody needs to hear and see. And I want to say this too before we close out. You know, TKay has given you all everything you need. You know, she's been training on this for I don't know how long. She just gave you everything just then. Now it's going to be up to you to do it. Now she can't come and just hold you and walk you down the street to do what you have to do. You have to do that on your own. Because what we really always ask for is the how-to. She just gave it to you. And you go back and you listen to this 10 times, you'll know how to do it. Now, here's the thing, though. And I always ask people this. What's going to make you do it? Because it has to be something behind you, like TKay got 2 daughters, and she had a point she wanted to prove. When I first got started in the industry, everybody know my story. I tell all the time. It's 2 guys that laughed at me for 2 years. I mean, everywhere I went in my hometown, they would show up and say, you know, this ain't gonna work. I don't know why you're doing this stuff. You stupid. And, you know, at the same time, my mom was asking me why I quit AT&T. And, you know, so all that stuff was going down. And I took those guys' pictures and put it up on my wall. They became my vision board because I was going to prove to them, just like TKay said, she was going to prove to the person that left her that whatever it takes, you know, some of y'all say, well, I don't need to do it. I just want to get mine. Whatever it takes. You know, some people like Michael Jordan used to grab anything to make him fired up for every game. He'll make stuff up in his mind that people talked about, you know, saying just to get fired up. So I did that. And I remember when I first made 6 figures, I went and found both of those guys. They were hard to find, but I tracked them down because I guess they had heard, you know, because before they was around me all the time. So that was what made me go do it. You know, what's going to make you all do what you need to do? Some of y'all at a point now where. This
is what I think, Mr. Fleming. They switch up their whys too much. They change, they change the reasoning. That's why people are able to quit, because they ride one true to the heart. When your why is like, if you really your grandma and you say, I don't want my grandson or granddaughter to go through what I put my son or daughter through, that's not going to change whatever company you go to. It don't matter if I did 10 companies. Every company that I have been involved, this is only my 3rd one, but I kept my why the same. Like, you got to find that why that's unwavering. Okay? Shay and Lil will always be my daughters. I can't change that. So why should I change my why? If I make them my why intentionally. Some people be having whys like, oh, I want to pay off my house. Your house can catch on fire. Find a passion in your why. Oh, I want to, you know, pay off my student loans. Okay. Oh, I want to find something that's so attachable that you can't detach from it. So because I made Shay and Lil my why, that every step of the way of life that they grow, I gotta grow too. Now it went from taking them out of a situation and making sure they have the house and the cars and the different things and being able financially be stable to take care of them, to now I have 2 with tuition. Okay, so that's a whole nother level of saying, if my wife's the same, it don't matter what I do, I'm gonna stay focused because I gotta get it done. I can't let them down. So my thing is, he's asking y'all that, but you got to have a why that's unwavering, right, that you got to attach yourself to, that it doesn't change. You can leave Tava today and go to the next company. That should be still your why. Right. It should be a goal that can't nobody shake up.
And you know, what I noticed too, it seems this way. I don't know if it's 100%, but it seems this way that most people, why that become successful, it's kind of not for them, it's for somebody else. Like you did it for your daughters. I did it for my mom and these 2 guys. But my why really was for my mom and these 2 guys. It really wasn't for me. I wanted to make sure I had enough to take care of her when my father passed. And so it was for that. But then these 2 guys really pissed me off too. So, and sometimes, I guess a lot of times need to be something outside of you, you know, like your kids, your family member or whatever. Now it could be your goals and dreams. It could be you want to leave your job. It could be that. But it seems like we work harder for something outside of you. You sell Girl Scout cookies for somebody else that you won't sell for yourself. You know, it's something about that, you know, having that goal and dream outside of you that y'all need to focus on. Whatever it takes, though. All I'm saying is you got the answer to the how. And it ain't just this video. You can go down YouTube or Facebook and see everything that TKay has out there for Tava. She's telling you everything to do, but you got to do it. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I love your house back there. I know I ain't gonna tell them about all the other ones you have. I already told them about that. So
see what you know what? Now you're gonna have people calling me trying to say how to flip houses, how to do this, how to do that. Like let me tell you something. Multiple streams of income is important. That's a good point to you though. When you get to the level of life that God has blessed me with, I knew that I couldn't just stay. Like he enables you to take that money and do other things to bring in other incomes and live a different lifestyle. So I'm able to tap into that.
Yep. She got a lake home. She got a lake home too, folks. So, but we out of here. It's another episode of the Huddle. Man, the Huddle's getting popping now. You never know who's gonna be on here. You don't know next week. We might have Les Brown on here next week. You never know who we gonna have on. But Les ain't bigger than TKay. TKay Walker. Appreciate it again. All right, we out of here, folks. Where's my theme song? Where is it?
Gotta top it like you give life. 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 Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire. Big boss now, but it out to some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Get one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 It go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire. Big boss now, but it out to some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Lifestyle.